We'll be working on back take and closed guard. We'll be doing I already forgot, 2 collar choke. And then tonight, what else do we got to do? Bow and arrow, yes. You have 2 collars with the bow and arrow, back to back. So your first night, you learn how to choke people.
I didn't get choked.
Good night, someday.
That's right. Everybody wants to choke tonight.
You don't get choked.
So, we are back to filming classes, so please keep the rhetoric to a minimum. And YouTube, no bickering, because that is
separate.
probably 8 different class videos. I've got you two sitting there bitching at each other back and forth. It doesn't matter. He's very projecting his voice.
I theater talent.
They might take him the drill field for the army.
I'm wasting my talents, Tom.
So we'll join the army then. All right, so we're gonna start with that back take and closed guard. Shane, come to it. All right, so I've got Shane in my closed guard. He's being a pain. He doesn't want to let me do any of my regular, my sweep attempts or anything like that. And you know what? I'm just kind of frustrated with him, so I want to choke him. I'm going to choke him here outside doing a cross choke, right?
Language.
So if he keeps blocking my elbows and I can't cross choke him, I need to get to a different spot, right? So I'm going to bump, I'm going to swim, get his hands up off my hips, right? So if he's doing rule number 1, what's rule number 1? Control the hips. So if he's controlling the hips, I don't want him here. We bump, we dig under, we swim, right? We're going to create some frames so we don't get head butted, because that sucks. I'm going to reach across and get a pocket grip on this sleeve, and then using my legs, pull him to the side, right? He's in turtle now, right? Now remember, we just went through turtle and we got a back take, yes? So what am I doing? I'm going to break my guard, plant my foot behind him, shrimp out. I'm pushing his wrist away. Guys, all too often I see people do this and they bring this hand right here. What is this doing right now? What's the problem? If I'm trying to get out from under him to go to take the back, and I've got this hand pulled right here, your weight's on me, right?
Your own hips.
So I'm fighting myself by keeping him here, right? Which means I have to push him away and scoot things over, which gives him opportunity to defend, right? So we're going to stop all that bullshit right out of the gate. We're going to bump, we're going to swim, we're going to get our cross grip, and then we're going to pull across the side. So I'm pushing his hand away, all right? Now Shane, being an experienced grappler, he's not just going to go face first on the mat, he's going to set some frames, right? He's going to go into turtle. So I'm going to take my leg, I'm going to plant it behind, I'm going to shrimp. Now I'm going to keep a frame, I can grab the collar, I can grab the belt, right? But I don't want him to run, I need control. So I can get my knee pulled through, put my foot between his knees, and trap that calf, okay? Pop up to the elbow, pop up to the knee, I still have my grip. This hand here goes under the arm, I'm going to peel this shoulder up as I sit to my right hip. Boom, over, get my hooks. Again, we're not digging in, we're not crossing our ankles. What happens if you cross your ankles?
10 burpees.
10 burpees on the spot. Heels are in. I've got my underhook arm. I can now take this hand, go right here, set the gable grip to the seat belt, and I'm in control. Okay? Go back. Close guard. Bump, swim, grip. Now we're going to pull to the angle, boom. All right? If they bounce a little bit, that's good. Use your legs. They're powerful. That's what they're there for. All right? Break the guard. Control point. Get through. Pop up. Fish hook. Sit down to the hip. I'm not going to the shoulder, I'm going to the hip. Sleep up. Any questions? Good. 2, 1, 2.
That's it. Come on now. All right. Want to go first? Want to go first?
I want to see.
Okay.
Can we swap over here? Because this sounds like a little hard for Elise to do on me.
All right, so let's.
I'm good with
Try
that.
it.
Let's spread the knees out a little bit more. And then their shoulders over hips. So you be in the guard like this. Go.
Now, give me someone
Like
now.
Bruce talking about, you're gonna control the hips. You want to, yeah, if I remember, I don't want, I try to do some help. So first thing is I stand up. Boom, I get here. Get this. Sleeve.
Like left foot,
Left hand,
hand,
you get your face up so that you don't, if you go to your face or something like that, it's easy. So we're here. You would be, yeah, and I don't want you to be over like that. What do we do this, get here, now I break my guard. The thing is when I close this leg and I feel it. I want this hand. This way. Clearing it. Now here you go. Now this.
Yes.
You gotta get to this knee.
There you go.
Here. Now we're here. Here. Hold on.
There it is.
Also, one's over here, one's
We don't have to take
You've got to get pressure.
So, close your guard, knees go ankle. And,
There you go.
well, you don't want to be low, because it's harder for you to control me. So if you have it up higher, see how you move me around. That's better.
100%.
Yeah, boom. I want you to use your legs and this arm and pull me down. Boom, but what I want you to do, keep your legs, keep your guard closed, boom. Now this arm, push it so that as you push and then you yes. So now I'm here.
You said this. Yep.
Yeah, however, whatever's comfortable for you. Not that way. That way stays there. Yeah.
Do I want it that way?
What you want to do, like your ankle on this, don't go too deep. So bring this through, your ankle behind my shoulder.
That's all right.
Okay.
Now you have all this, you're gonna, nope, now we're not gonna do that, because that's gonna be like a battle between you and I.
Yeah.
You wanna use your body weight as well. So you're gonna come up to your elbow, so keep this, boom, good, and then get up to your knee. This knee, I want you to be on up there. So, yes. Now, underhook this arm, so put, yes. Now we're gonna go to your hip, boom. Bring this leg
All
up,
the way up on that knee.
and hooks, like this. Good.
Don't want to go.
Don't lock them, nope. Now, nope, this one was good. You had this underhook, keep this here. This one comes across on the top. Now, grab like this. Yeah, and you have the seatbelt grip.
Okay.
Yep, good. No, not at all. That's that tape from closed gut. See, this is
All right, guys, time! Let's talk about a couple things. We gotta fix some stuff. All right. So, I want to not die on the choke with my gun. Cross grip, right? Do I have to do the bump and swim? Only if he's controlling the hips. If he's being lazy, I'm just gonna grab, right? Cross grip. Our knuckles are on the top of the wrist. I'm not down here, I'm not over here, because when I pull, what's that do to my arm? I'm compromised, right? Third, I'm fighting myself. So we grip on the top, we pull across, and it's okay to get your body out of the way, right? I suggest that you get your body out of the way. That way you don't pull, and he decides, oh, we're gonna go here, and now you got four in your throat, and that's not gonna work out too good, right? You can even, if they're being stubborn and using Mahaffey's base, take this hand and get in their armpit, grab the gi, now pull across with both hands. Now you have all four limbs and your back pulling, right? They're not gonna sit through that. They're gonna move. Let's stand here. You can grab the belt, I like the belt here, right? Because I can push on the hip and stop him from doing anything, right? Shrimp, get this foot through. Now, when we come up, this makes for a great little kick. You can kick yourself up to your elbow, right? Now, if I don't get all the way up to my knee, do you think I have leverage to hook this arm and pull him over?
No.
No. If I get here where I'm leaning and I'm having to kickstand behind me to stay up, do you think I have leverage to pull him over? No. Open your knee up, okay? This is gonna suck for the person on bottom. You've almost got a hip lock up, all right? We've got the hand, that's pinned. I've opened their knee up so their base is compromised. This hand goes under the arm and I'm going to pull up as I sit to my hip. Punch high, it rotates their shoulders around. Then I can use my heels to scoop them down a little bit. I want my heels on the inside of the thigh high, not so much so that we can castrate, right? Street fight, that's fine, do it, right? On the mat, please don't. But I keep my fish up, and now I still have control of his hand. So if he tries defending anything, I got your arm. I got your arm. Look, now he's in a crucifix. All right, what are you doing? Where are you going, Cal? Nowhere. All right? If he gets too crazy and I have to move an arm bar, there's an option there. I'm nowhere near bending athletic enough to do it, so I'm not going to go there. But I've got good control. This stays hooked. This comes over the top. Get my gable grip. Okay? Make sense? Okay. Let's add those little details in. Everybody, focus on it. Okay? Get a few more reps, then we'll go to the chokes. All right? 3, 1, 2. Is it my turn?
All right. Good idea. And again, if someone does a bunch of things and you're not there, we can just be honest. Like you said, split control. This is where here. Here. Yeah, I can't get around it. Yeah, this is just so that it's there. I don't have to worry about it's there, and I don't want to.
Yeah. Right. You need to create space on your mind.
Use that, right? Here, doing it.
Right? That age need a good training.
I got strong legs.
You strong with those grips. Don't be afraid.
What's the ankle, that?
It's just closing your guard, so one ankle over the other, up high like that. And now, like, if you need to, you can pull me this way, just your legs. Just go ahead, pull me that way, pull me this way. Like, just, that way you have control. Because if they're open at all, I can escape. I can try and keep it.
Grab that belt, frame and sit.
Grab first.
Frame it. Stiff arm, yes. You don't want to come back at you, right? Right. That's good. Open your knee up. Open your knee up. There we go. Yeah, buddy.
So, not from my belt, you want to get a hook under my arm. Yeah, there you go. And now we're here, boom.
Yes. Don't you burpees now.
Yes, burpees, let's go.
Come on.
I got him with you. Come on.
Over here, because you're gonna kick people in the face.
Don't kick the baby.
There you go.
Oh, if I remember correctly.
Or
I feel like you.
don't take my ceiling tiles out.
See, this.
Making a tall guy jump with his hand.
We create a lot. I can get over here, I'll be here, and now
I'll go push up.
So this is
like keeping that close.
Let's go. Keeping this skin here good. This controls. I mean, if I can do this, push. I can do this, right? If you are controlling those hips, go ahead, push down on my hips.
Got it.
Now I have to adjust.
My elbows don't like it.
I do something.
That's what they on your elbow. What's that? Don't hand up your elbow.
On my hand.
Yeah. So hip up, swim under, that's one way to try to break that.
Hey, my
So if you're doing that, here, boom, behind this.
Yeah.
The idea is so you don't fall over, you put it down, you just, grab it, get it, oh, sure,
All right, continue, guys.
So what I'm
Right, don't ever cross your
next week, except if you're ever, if you get into this, this is illegal. I don't want to.
It's kind of weird to do it from side control to side too.
Just so you know, no, I know, it's just that out, the traffic, I can get here, right? Not necessarily saying it's like you're illegal.
That was my question.
Why don't you do this? Right away.
So stop.
So, no, what I'm here, so I'm here, pretend you're there, right away, this one is back here.
There you go.
As I come through the ability to decide this leg, even as I fall.
Yes. Good job.
Immediately comes over, because I need to trap you within there. If this hooks down here, you can slide right off. I'll show you what I mean. Real quick. Go down here, go back down there. If I do this, right now, it's hold you over. I don't put my
Strength through the whole.
Yeah, you're trying to stay. If you have one hook in, you need to give it.
That's jujitsu. There's some easy picture. Not this. No. Anytime you're taking a hack, if you do this. Great.
Here, and then you just go with your hands.
There you go, frames. So am I supposed to switch my hand like this?
So then you
don't want to be inside, so you can't go inside the gi like that, you'll get called for it.
Yeah.
How do I do it?
Keep it like that, yeah, rotate it if you have to.
We're not. That's where it might hurt myself. Hiding the thumb first.
Oh, he looked right in here.
So.
Get that
fish hook, get that fish hook.
Go right over it.
Got it. Punch high, punch high. Here we go.
Okay. No worries. You're doing it, yep, so I'm gonna go here, go. Over here. Here.
Nice, isn't it?
Punch high, Lori, punch high.
Oh, wait, your time.
Here.
Yes.
I'm ready, let's go. Okay.
I was right
Punch high, Shane, punch high.
Now I can control this, right, to make you down lower when I want you.
Yes, see, that's.
I don't want your back on my head or here, I want you lower so that I can.
Brody, you've got that belt?
You're doing good.
Right?
Yeah, push a little further.
Stiff up, right?
Right here, this one, maybe stay a little bit.
Well, you're trying to.
That's fine, you don't have to, but don't,
Right?
you don't have to do that necessarily, but don't cross your arm,
Yeah.
right? So if you have this grip,
Punch high.
right, you're there, this is, now, you have them close. Use your legs to hold me, yes! Now we're here, and you can really guide me away from you, right? Yeah.
And then.
You get the foot, and I was like, all right, here we go.
You're controlling, good.
There we go. There we go.
Here, and this one, bring it in a little bit so you can get
Stand up
here,
right there.
control, yeah, that's where you want to go.
All right, guys, time. That's that last one, look good. Okay, careful, keep those toes dug in, right? What'll happen, and I'm gonna use you as a for example, okay? So guys, when we're taking the back, right, now we're sticking our foot across the calf. Sometimes it's easy to hook our toes on the calf and stop them from moving around. Great for control. Once you initiate the roll to take it back, unhook your toes, okay? Here's what's gonna happen to you if you leave your toes hooked, right? You're hooked on the calf. As you roll through, that's gonna stay hooked, right? You're gonna heel hook yourself, okay? And what happened to Jeff is gonna be minor compared to what you're gonna do to yourself by keeping that hook in, okay? You're gonna have a tendon that runs back here, toast. This tendon right here, toast. The meniscus toast, right? And you'll be looking like I did when I blew my knee out. You're gonna brace from hip to ankle for about 2 months. No jujitsu, no doing anything fun, because you're gonna be elevating and trying to get things to heal up, okay? So as you roll through, you may get away with it a few times, you may get away with it 100 times. It takes once. So we want to train in such a fashion that we do not give ourselves the opportunity to get hurt, right? Very natural thing to do is to keep that control, and I applaud you for doing it. But there's a time that we have to release that lever so we don't fuck ourselves up, okay? And that's very, very important. So now let's move on to choking, right? I'm not talking about choking on the gun. I'm talking about actually choking another human being. Okay? So we're gonna do this from sitting back position, okay? You can easily do this. In fact, we're gonna cover why do I want you to bring your opponent to your back when you pull them into back control? Pull it back. I put it head facing the fans. So we're popping up, right? Here, I've got my control, I pop up, I get my fish hook, and I drop down, right? Do I have back control here?
Yes.
Yeah, I do. I've got back control, I've got my hooks in, I've got my seat belt, okay? What's the problem with this position if I'm gonna attack submission?
It's not easy to get your hand around.
Yeah, you're choking your
You
hand
can
around.
pin it with the shoulder with
You
it.
can pin my arm, sure. The problem is that any choke that I try to do with my choking arm, my elbows are in the I have the floor, I have the earth in my way, right? So if I get a hold of this lapel and I try to pull it across to choke him, I have no room to move, right? But if I bring it here, now I have all the room in the world to bring my elbow across and get my choke, okay? But if I'm on the floor, I can't move the floor. So when we go to take the back, if we're doing a dynamic position like this, bring them all the way up. Get your hooks and get them in a position where you have control and their hips are off the ground, their shoulders are off the ground, their only point of contact is their feet, right? So if I'm here, and he starts getting swirly, control, get that out. Get that out. Where are you going? Oh, we're here. Oh, we're coming up here, right? I've got my control, then I can start initiating chokes, okay? So we don't want to stay on our side. Yes.
Is there a difference if you come to the side of your non-choking arm?
So if you're on the side of the non-choking arm, it's easy for them to escape. So while it's easy for you to submit, it's easy for them to get out. You have less control. Okay? So ideally, you're gonna get to your back, apply your submission, be done. Right? If they go to the other side, switch your grips. Right? We'll go into that for another class period. For right now, let's get into the choke. So we'll do this choke from the seated position. Now, when we take the back and we're going from seated position, you see this a lot, right? We do not want our hooks way down here. Wednesday, I will show you why. See, you guys aren't gonna be here. You guys aren't gonna be here.
They know what it is.
We don't want our feet this deep, okay? We want our heels up high, okay? This could prevent us from getting ankle lock. Chest to back contact, right? We're taking away space. Gable grip. So the way you set your gable grip is important. If I go here, right, my choking arm is easily accessible. He gets a hold of it, boom, I got nothing. He pinches his elbow tight, both of my hands are now trapped. I got nothing. If I go with my bottom hand in front, he's got to break my grip and focus there, and I can go right into a choke. Okay? So, bottom hand, palm faces you, gable grip. Seatbelt, one over, one under with a car seatbelt. He tries running away, he's going nowhere. It's like being in the cab, right? Where are you going, pal? Nowhere.
Return it again. You got nothing. Right? We get ready to apply the choke. This is called a two-collar choke. All right? Why is it called a two-collar choke? We're using two collars to choke them. Super creative, I know. So, we're gonna take our head, we're gonna push their head to the side. This puts us in a great position to whisper sweet nothings. It is perfectly acceptable to say things like, "You will sleep now." It is time to die. This is what it's like to be killed. That's all okay.
My name is Anita Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Push the head over. Break the grip. Bottom hand opens the lapel. Top thumb goes inside the jacket. You're going to fight all the way back to touch yourself in the chest. Make a fist on the lapel. This hand, it's the other lapel, pulls it straight down to their waist. You can use their armpit as a lever. Straight down to the waist. Take a deep breath. Takes away the space. And then this hand comes straight across. You all right? Oh yeah. Okay. Again, we're here. Head control. Thumb in all the way back to the chest. Make a fist, keep it tight. This hand goes here, straight down. Use the armpit as a lever. Deep breath. Go across. 10. Okay? Fun fact. This is the only choke you can do yourself.
Wait, really?
Yes.
No,
Right.
Oh, I know. I've done it. I've done it.
It's the only choke that you can do to yourself. Can't cross choke yourself. Can't get your hands deep enough. Straight down to your waist.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Can't do it choke yourself. Your arms aren't long enough. Can't Ezekiel choke yourself. That ain't me. So this is the only choke that you can literally do to yourself and knock yourself out. That's it. If anybody goes to sleep, we're recording.
Yeah, how do you tap, no, how do you tap out's the question. Do you do the foot tap?
So if you're tapping yourself,
Yeah.
that's a problem.
What, Tom, but what if, like, each half of my brain is totally disconnected, which implies I
Stop
have.
doing drugs. All right, guys.
Which implies I
On
have.
2, 1, 2.
To begin with.
Here, let me go.
Brody, you're crazy.
Stop the psychedelics.
See, that's
So
what
this
scares
is what
me.
you
If
just
I ever
did back.
did drugs, the things that would happen would probably be a scientific anomaly or immediate death. Probably both at the same time. No people know about it.
But for repping purposes,
Yeah.
so we're here, and again, this is where this called under here space.
Real hard.
It's tight on my chest.
So we're here,
Break it down, deep breath, right? All the way across.
here, open up this. Oh, wait, my back is.
Hey,
And go to the other side. And we're going down. This one. Now, don't forget.
That's effective.
very Crystal, stay here, you're trying.
This side goes downward, and then this one.
What would you tell us to get up? That's what you recommend.
So is this like,
You're falling to the ground,
like the under
you're
the arm,
sad,
and
you're
then it's the
cried.
back, but it, from like a continuation from the last one? So it could end up from, because I have underarm, and then it could.
This was there.
But then we're on the machine, you're a grandchild. You're so many things.
And we don't make sure it's the
So when do you actually
When I do the comedian.
I don't know.
You're Obi-Wan.
We're gonna figure something out. My next couple weeks are totally
Hopefully Obi-Wan covers my win.
Yeah, I'm up for license renewal, and I've got a couple of big tests.
We don't.
Yeah, I know. I've got a wide rib cage.
No, you're not. It's good.
I just make sure.
Those are some interesting faces.
These are your hooks. Yeah, you control, you control that part of it. And here you like this. Right now, I get it.
Yeah.
the way through.
Yours isn't, you're not working.
And sometimes people will have it on a room, but make sure we do this.
You don't fall right around the next one.
Yeah. Because
Like really, really fast.
That's okay.
There was one at my high school that I got like 250 on, because it was garbage.
like this, you don't want to
So it's like taking most of the weight off of it.
So,
Basically, we have this shit. There's a good choice, right?
Right.
yes.
Straight down the waist.
There it is.
Deep breath.
Got it.
Deep breath. Now, don't pull yourself away. Stay tight. Deep breath. Straight across.
Down and then across.
Yep, so.
I've been at that.
Welcome back to Tommy.
I come here every week, man.
You want to touch your chest, you can. Okay. Straight down the waist. Deep breath, and go straight.
It's hard to get around.
Yes. That was much tighter, because the head turned red much quicker.
It was on real quick.
Yes.
That's the fun about the choke. Right where you have it.
Yeah, it's like a sweet spot.
It is, it's 100%.
You have inches.
For sure. And if you think about it, if it's a shoe, I want to.
Lead singer stops somewhere midway. And he never got to see his film, so
This is sad.
Every time you do this, it's like it's half.
And two, if you want to.
I did, but I didn't want to laugh because it's
That's why I
sad.
said, you be careful about
As you're training.
this guy got a chance to still over text, and it was shit for ass.
one, having 10 minutes lessons that.
I said, they're coming out, so there's a Shrek promo at Universal, right? That's, you get to hear about. Not many people get that honor.
I appreciate it.
So, I said, yeah, there's a little company that's trying to bring that to local movie theaters. And they're starting with Shrek. And they call it Room 4D.
They do, yeah.
She's like, Room 4D, and I said, hey,
I'm
Room 4D. I have a screenshot. I have a screenshot. I was like, posted on Facebook, because it would just be funny. That would be the funnier thing to do, to be honest.
Deep, 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 deep.
This is the same time. Not.
See how you're leaving your hand, right? Think about drawing a ball, right? So like straight down, straight across, drawing a ball. You want the elbow in the hand, hold this power across.
That's like when
We're a family of clowns, but I'm just a relator.
hold this way.
That's not real, my dad is, to be honest.
Okay, I got it. I just wanted to pull that. Across.
Yes.
I got it.
Yes.
I got it.
It's the weird thing, you're doing two different things at once, right? This is down, this is this is right. It's that, yes, it's that whole thing.
Very, very confusing. Very confusing.
Very confusing. How's that go, Lori?
That was your son.
Really?
Who made that noise?
Straight down, please.
You know,
This one hits the track too
It
quick.
does, it's a tap on.
you're talking like this now,
Yeah.
you got
I
choked too
coughed for a
much.
few seconds.
Yeah, I'm clearing my throat a good bit. Batman voice is starting to come on.
Got that one.
He's getting out.
Sorry, we got to fucking apply a trouble here.
Hey, Brody, under the arm. And under the arm. Oh, what?
don't know.
I've been doing it the wrong way this whole time. I forgot about that.
Really? Come on, man. You'll find it's much more effective.
It's got gorilla arms or something.
It is,
They're not quite gorilla arms, but they're long.
and not give you a chance to.
Like a,
You would be, right? You want to
yeah.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Now I got it.
Up to the South Park where Jonas Brothers on there.
I can't do it. Brody.
You little bastard, put it out there and sing those songs. We have to do this.
Oh, yeah.
South Park. It's great. Today.
South Park's really
I knew the fucking episode he was referencing.
Yeah.
Purity rich.
Yeah.
Egg block. If you put them deep enough, get it.
She's pushing them down.
Well, have better hooks.
Choke her before she can do it. The ankle lock was just
All right,
paid.
guys, time. Let's go to the next iteration of the choke, all right? So this one's gonna be the bow and arrow choke. So what happens if we're going for this two-collar choke? Come on over, Shane. What happens if we're going for this two-collar choke? We get this grip in here, and then he decides that he's gonna stop us from getting this grip, right? If we can't get this grip, what's our next option?
A leg.
Well, I could be a real jerk and one collar choke him from here, right? But that's not always a guarantee. What is a guarantee is I'm gonna take this hand and pull my hand out of there. I'm gonna grab his pant leg, I'm gonna shift my feet outside of his hips, take a deep breath, and I'm gonna pull both elbows back like I'm rowing. Right, so we're here. Easy, but it's like, thumb deep. I'm gonna get this collar, he says, no, you can't have it. Fine, give me my arm back, fucker. That pant leg. Both feet come over here. Now you can control, or you can step completely over. Deep breath. And then draw, like you're on a rowing machine. So with both elbows, you've got the collar, you've got the pant leg. Both elbows are engaged shoulder blades, elbows come along the ribs, straight to the back. Okay? Right here. Yes, press your shoulder blades together. Keep a tight grip on the pant leg and the collar, deep breath. It's okay to make crazy eyes, crazy face. You're dying now. Okay? Okay, try it. 2, 1, 2.
Crazy idea.
You can even start doing Happy Gilmore lines. You will sleep, and I will put you to sleep. You're in my world now.
You eat pieces of sheep? Oh, I thought you were saying. But you wouldn't do that necessarily. Well, you just can't rest
Guys, if you still want to get that thumb back to your chest,
And somebody can go.
All the way around.
Like a straight leg or like open.
Oh, you want to be like this, because you don't want to be like, you don't want to be completely flat here, you know what I mean? This one's over here.
I was worried if you still got this.
So like this. And just-
connected, Shane.
What's that?
They connected, they've got a lot of space to be here.
You grab it right by the knee, right?
Some people grab the hips, some people grab the
That's what I was, yeah. And then from here.
And
And remember, when you're doing it,
Don't cross your ankles.
over. See, they came to face too. That's nasty, man. I know it is, right?
I like that.
You're still getting
Even that
good
wasn't
how
good
much.
enough.
Your feet.
I didn't like
So, but now you're not
You
gonna
want to try to not pull him down.
Okay.
get that.
So you want to try to keep upright, so
Yeah.
you have room to roll.
Yes, okay, yeah.
So if you're there, just do this for a minute, this way, and stay up like that. So see how you have.
So keep your heels engaged.
Oh, right.
So he doesn't have room to scoot out, right? Deep breath, stay connected, deep breath. And roll.
Yeah, like,
Deep.
Sometimes people like tap. Trying to survive this choke. I'm not trying to be here.
The face goes like this. Oh. Yeah, well, at this point, you're there, you're just shifting this over and you're still trying to do that row. Yeah, yep, absolutely.
Even then, I don't like how much I'm around your shoulders.
Very nice.
Here. See, I almost close there, we can engage here, and then it's just a matter of going down.
He's gonna give it to you. Nothing control is right. Deep breath.
Don't forget to pull the arm out of this one, don't forget to pull it out.
oh, yeah, yeah.
So I don't have to control it.
Hey, guys, everybody, listen up real quick. Hold your position, just listen. The deep breath, I know it sounds silly, right? It's very, very important. Part of what makes this choke work is that, or any choke for that matter, from back control, is taking away the space, okay? If you pull their body off of yours, there's plenty of room for them to move, right? Your collars aren't as tight, the pressure isn't as tight. The whole purpose of keeping chest to back contact throughout the entire movement and then taking that deep breath is to remove any slack, right? Can you achieve the choke without taking a deep breath? Yes. The amount of effort that it takes to get there goes from here to here, okay? It may not seem like much when we're repping technique, but when you're trying to do this in a live goal or a tournament, it is going to be so much harder to do. The energy expenditure is going to just be massively exponential. So practice it to where you don't have to move as much. And then when you need to use it, it's already wired that way. Taste is starting to come up. So, make sense? So no matter what choke you're doing from back control, rear naked choke, any of that series, the two collar choke, the Ezekiel choke, anything, right? Make sure you're taking that deep breath when you roll slack. Okay? So anything you want to do? So you know what? We've got 11 minutes left. I want you to start from closed guard and work through the progression. So you're going to take the back from closed guard. Once you get to the back, then you're going to do your two collar choke, then they'll defend, you do the bow and arrow, then you switch roles. Okay? So do the whole thing in a row. Right?
It was your turn, Steve. So we're gonna start,
With the main,
yeah, what we did first. So,
Yep, so
so
first
you're,
technique, and then you're just going to go through the whole thing.
no, the very first one.
Oh, very
Somebody
first,
back, yeah, you're gonna only take my back, remember all that? You're just gonna do one, and then one. So we're here, I do control the hips. Yes.
I think he wants.
Boom.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah.
So now this one, this is important as you do this, that you're not, remember, you've got to be right to your back. You don't want to be on your shoulder. So get, boom, good. So now this one, bring it up here. Now with these, push me down. Yes, now you're good. Now we're good, right? So do the jump, the first one. Over here, yeah.
Deep, deep breath. Deep, deep, deep. You just come all the way. Yes.
Pull down. No. Pull down.
Yes. Now go into the other one.
Now you keep this, but I defend. Pull this out. There's a lot of purpose.
Yeah, keep your feet over this way. Don't you hop over to the side. Yes.
Now go.
Big roll.
and then what?
Deep breath and roll.
I see.
We'll just.
Well, no, so you can be like, do more.
Yeah.
You can do it there, like there. So pull more. There it is, yes.
I got you.
Yeah.
So all of it, yeah, okay.
Oh, okay. That was really good. So now I'm gonna do it.
Oh, yeah.
Do the whole thing here. Out here. Pretend like this is really on here. Here. Super sure. This. Like this. Oh, yeah. The poster did fall off. This. Here. And then again, I could control the edges lower, because ideally, I want this for choking purposes, I want to here, this transition, yeah. That's right, good. And now I have this, where you defend. Yep. So we're here to know.
It's like, it seems like not a lot, but it's like a lot.
I know. You get the submission though.
So right here, before you lose all your hair. If you got to hold that in, that's success. You're killing your both the
Because you're forcing yourself to be under maximum pressure on the worst area to have maximum pressure.
such a badass. I want like you and me at the same time.
Yeah.
It's actually this long. Right here.
Switch your feet, don't cross your ankles. There we go.
Thanks.
I feel like I'm like wanting to like bend. Should I stay like?
You want to stay as tight as possible.
Stay close.
Now, that being said, again, you can achieve it, so, like, when they peel off of your body,
Yeah.
it's not advisable,
Yeah.
but technically it's not bad,
Okay.
right? But
That's like my natural. I feel like I want to do that, but like stay.
you're not here, but you want to try to do that, you try to push yourself to the back.
Deep breath.
Yeah.
Think of it that way.
Yeah.
This doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what you gotta do, get to your side, get that pant leg, get that pant leg, and get to your side.
I gotta go on plans.
So, more, okay. You gotta keep it moving. Deep breath, you probably still get it, try to keep it cold. Deep breath, you go ahead, hold, finish the shoulder blades.
Space movement.
You're going to adjust a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's achievable.
Right.
Right?
Perfect. So you're really not like moving when you bring your leg over. You're not moving that much.
Well, the idea is you're here, yeah, you just put this one over to the side. Then you can, when we're in the same position, we have to go against the people on our back. It's not gonna help. All you have to do is
that?
at least until I get to yep. I'm on my way.
Okay, well, I learned this technique and I learned it from this position. I don't have to make it apply elsewhere.
Now we're learning.
Why we three direction.
Perfect. More realistic anyway.
Exactly.
Most of the time, you're not going to roll, end up both in position. Someone might say start from there, but it's not, when you're doing things, it's not common.
Yep. Then you roll me over.
So like when you.
So if you do this,
That's a way to
if
do
you
it.
go like this, this is like, yes, and so you do that right away, and now you can move this one, again, you can use this one, you don't have to. You can use your legs too, and that way you really get to move the boom, yeah. And maybe if you like that, Rick, you can keep it, or whatever, whatever it is that.
This is like you can't really do much right here.
It's harder, yeah, it's not bad.
I know. Well, I had a practice.
Peel this way, and we're going to your back.
There you go. Heels high, heels high.
I was just eating so fucking much. Because I was tired all the time too.
Better. Down. So.
My keto race.
Where I got.
Keep that super deep.
Oh, no, here, I'm stopping this from happening. No. Yeah. Good.
No training.
I know.
That's fun.
You're doing it really good.
Oh, good.
Yeah. You enjoying it?
Yeah. Yeah. Good time.
Very good.
Not as easy from the ground.
You're trying to get out of it. That's normal. It's very normal to.
Legs and sit up.
Totally normal. I mean, we don't want to because you're not ready. Everybody goes around like aggressions, like.
Sure, that's what I mean.
You focus on plays like that. It's like chess.
Well, and it stops scrambling shit, I think.
Try to take it one,
Not.
exactly. Try to take one second. It'll come sticky. Now this is.
But it's hard to reach around.
I wouldn't get this at all, because I'm not gonna break that. Like, I have to do a whole hand of this.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I've been able to do this is the worst. Exactly, I'm gonna have to go for something else. So, just here, yes, that's it, for this purpose, like, if you're on top of it, that's when this works, that's not gonna work. No. Just so you know.
Up here.
Yeah, I'm trying to control a little bit, and I'm like, you.
Absolutely.
Hey, at least now you decide to think
All right, finish your
your
job.
heavy bracket, probably.
There we go.
270.
You would just abandon a grip to pass a collar? All right, guys, perfect example. So if you're going for that two collar choke, and the heat opens up and you can't grab that other collar, but you've got the thumb deep, what do you go to? Bow and arrow. All right, line up, fix your knees.
Yeah, so